went on the forensic. All right, hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. My name is Marnie Hernandez, and today we are learning about Arizona. Just so you guys know, do we have any brand new agents here? If so, welcome. No, I'm good, thank you. So we do these workshops to learn and become better travel agents, okay? We want to learn about our destinations, learn about our programs, our vendors, etc. Okay? So it helps us to sell to our customers, right? You want to learn about Arizona, you want to learn about Canada, you want to learn about Apple Leisure Group, right? So we do these certificate workshops every month, every week, and again, to help you become a better travel agent. Besides that, once we complete these trainings, you get a certificate 99% of the time. You post that on social media. Hey guys, I'm now an Arizona specialist. Let me help you to book an amazing vacation. Go see Sedona, go see Flagstaff, go see Jerome, all these amazing places in Arizona. And again, makes you a better travel agent, helps you get clients, but also they then reward us with free tickets, fam trips, familiarization trips, you know, free nights, perks, whatever. So again, it's a win-win for all of us. So again, thank you guys for joining us. Now, if you haven't registered yet, hopefully you have, but if not, you just go here to, it's under, let me see, here's the, it always comes over with the Facebook one. So it's a long link. But it's Travel Agent Academy. So if you've joined me before, you probably are already in the Travel Agent Academy. If not, you do have to register. Remember, anytime you register, Archer Travel is always the agency. Our agent is you, okay? So when it asks, make sure you put Archer Travel, not Evolution. Evolution is the marketing side, Archer is the travel side, okay? So let me know that everybody's ready and we'll get started. If you need any help, if you have questions during the training, put it to everyone. If you put it to everyone, then a lot of my amazing agents here will help, you know, field those questions, okay? All right. So hopefully you're all ready, and I'll go ahead and share sound. I don't know if we have recordings or not. And I may have to get up and find a place with the cord because my battery's a little low, but we'll see. All right. Just got on. Where are we? Okay, so we're just getting started. This is the link, Travel Agent Academy. And then you're going to type in Arizona. Okay. So again, hopefully you're all in. So here we're in Arizona. We're going to hit enroll now. Again, if you're already in the Travel Agent Academy, you should just have to click log in. If not, you do have to register. Very easy. Again, if you need help, you need help with the consortium, that is Travel Leaders Network. Agent is you. Agency is Archer Travel. Okay, as you see, I'm already registered. So let me go back and just log in. Your sign-on attempt was in success. Okay, let's try again. Refresh.
I think I did it.
Look at that. I tried to make it easy. Yeah.
Hello, Troy. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Hey, yeah. Right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute everyone.
You don't have any of those yet? No.
Sorry, guys. Okay. We find out why my login isn't working. I was just in here. All right, let me see if I have another one here. Let me go under Rick's. I may have already done this one before. Come on. I'll try one more, otherwise I'll register along with you guys. Okay. Password, confirm password.
Hi.
Hey, everybody registering? Everybody good? Let me know. All right, first name.
What do we put for company?
Company will always be Archer Travel. Okay. Mailing address is your mailing address.
Thank you.
And again, over here, unless it specifically states like an asterisk, you don't have to fill this in. Okay. Best describes me. I'm a travel advisor. Whatever your, volume of the agency. Well, the agency is, of course, way up here. Okay. Me, myself, I'll just put that for now. And then always use our IATAN number. Our driver's license for booking travel. Memorize that. Consortium, Travel Leaders Network. Okay. Host agency, Archer Travel. You don't see it here. Archer. Okay. We all did that. Does it require us? Yes. You guys see it? Archer, and Teletel, next one. Wonder why they don't have it in here. Oh, there we go. And then you just type in Archer. Okay. All right, everybody good? Again, you can put this if you want, you don't need to, okay? Only fill out right now what you need to, and we can do it later. Please choose a stronger password. Okay, let's try it. This, you only put in the IATAN number, 0582480. Oh, 12 characters. Jeez, that's probably why. Okay, I did Disneyland win. Okay, that's a 0582480. Remember that? That's one of the things you need to make sure from the very beginning, save that information because you're going to need it a lot. Thank you, Teresa. Username already exists. I know. That's
You're
why
welcome.
Sorry, guys. Again, and traveling.
You might have to refresh your screen. That's
Yeah,
what I
just-
had to do.
Okay. Yeah, I just kind of. All right. What?
What is the consort?
That's
Just
consortium?
Travel
go
Leaders.
and refresh your screen and log in.
Travel Leaders
Okay.
Network. All right, you want to head out and try? Are you done? Okay, let's go try to find a plug. All right, guys. All right, so I'll start reading this while I'm walking out to a plug. And while you guys are getting logged in, okay? So as you guys see, I'm actually on a cruise ship right now. So I work and make money while I travel. I got it. I can do it. Okay. Oh,
Marty, okay,
Yeah.
on mine, it's saying your sign-in attempt was not successful. Do I need to
Yeah.
change my password because
probably they just had it looks like the password's like 12 characters now. So I know I had a smaller one, so that's what I'm having the trouble with right now. So I would maybe just put forgot password or something and then create a new one.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we're doing Arizona. So discover Arizona's many landscapes. So are your clients ready to really travel? Perhaps in an authentically American way? If so, let Arizona take them on a legendary highway evoking the early days of the great American road trip. Let's ask if they have a cord. Sorry, guys. Here, let's ask him. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to find a plug. excuse me, do you know where I can plug in? Plug in?
She's not agreed, and she's still working.
No, I just need a plug.
Marnie, who's doing the
Okay.
travel. She said, I'm not a cruise
Yes,
ship. I'm
yes.
in
No,
this
regular
case,
plug.
I'm making
Yeah.
money.
All right, I'll go to the room. I'm on a, I know, I'm on a training right now. Sorry, guys. I have to show my course.
Just a reminder, June 1st,
What's that one?
Robinson.
I don't know where I put it. Just, no,
Housewarming.
no, it's the plug. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find my plug. I thought I had it out so I could plug it in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had it out. Did I leave it on the table? Can you go check the table? Did I leave that there?
It's on somewhere here.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna put,
Huh?
oh, here it is. Linda! Here it is. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. 9th floor. Got it. Okay, thank you. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Did you hear me yell at you? So guys, so I'm on the cruise ship and they only have one regular plug for us and we have to go to the 9th floor. So, okay. All right, so is everybody registered now and good to go?
Yes,
Yes, okay, you got signed in?
yes, I did.
Perfect. Okay, again, guys, the annual sales only fill out if it's required and you can put your annual sales, you can put the company's annual sales. It's just information, okay? All right, so, whew. All right, so if so, right here. Ah. See, but I'm loyal, guys, because I could be just enjoying my vacation, but I'm here for you guys. So we always want to learn, right? You just have to deal with some little issues right now. Pick a plug, any plug. The right behind there. Okay, so can I, the chair there? Okay, perfect, thank you. Okay, no worries. Thank you. Yep. Put me back there. Perfect. Thank you so much. Ah, okay. I think we're good. All right, thanks, Susan. Okay, so everybody's good. Now let me go ahead and make sure I can get on. So, post travel. What are you talking about? Again, if they're asking about our agency, that's where you put other and then type in Archer Travel. Yep, Teresa, thank you. All right. So, all right. So if so, let Arizona take them on a legendary highway evoking the early days. Yeah, I need the cord. Sorry. Oh, perfect. Thank you. All right. So let Arizona take them on a legendary highway evoking the early days of the great American road trip, on a cattle drive across the scenic terrain, on a walking tour of Old West towns where tensions simmer between sheriffs and outlaws, on a river raft through the nearly 2 billion years of geological history, or a hike through the tribal lands. Again, if you guys are just signing in and stuff, don't worry. Cynthia, remember I said choose other and then type in Archer travel. Yep. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Teresa. Okay, so again, guys, if you're just signing in, just make sure, or if you're new with us, follow along on your phone, but take the quiz with us, okay? So people do either split screen or they do 2 separate units, okay? So a laptop, a desktop, or your phone, okay? All right, tribal lands to marvel. So again, sculptural beauty and connect with those who most ardently preserve it. From colorful deserts and canyons to, sorry, I'll go ahead and exit out of there. There we go. All right, colorful deserts and canyons to green valleys and mountains. Arizona's landscapes are brimming with natural beauty and adventure, history, wellness, art, and culinary flavor. Help your clients discover the best of what the Grand Canyon State has to offer by enrolling today in its training program. So enroll now, okay? So as we were talking about, what do you get for doing these? So in this case, certificate of graduation, so you can post it. Continuing ed unit, so if you're part of the Travel Institute, you'll get credit for that, okay? These are different programs that you can be a part of. What you're going to learn: popular natural attractions from the Grand Canyon to Horseshoe Bend to Monument Valley, along with the great areas for skiing and other winter sports. The iconic roadside attractions along Route 66, how best to visit tribal lands, where to sample award-winning American Indian and Mexican cuisine, as well as local wine, organic food scene, dude ranches, and the boom towns of Old West, and where to experience vortexes and other wellness phenomenon. So enroll now. Click there. Has anybody been to Arizona? It's amazing. My sister actually lives there, but we have a timeshare there, and we always go to Sedona, Flagstaff, amazing places. So you're going to learn all about that. So again, beautiful. Sorry, I did a reset password. Okay, everybody logged in now? Boom, boom, boom. Lived in Arizona for a long time before moving to Utah.
Okay, I'm lost on here. Okay, where are you at now?
Well, I'm getting ready to sign in. I had to reset my password. Kind of like what you did.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to click the link, put in my password, and hopefully be set. So 12 characters. Okay. Team. Everybody doing good? You're like, yeah, can we get started, please? All right. So email sent. Okay, so now we're good. Gonna go here, sitemap. We're gonna go to Arizona. And again, guys, on these, you guys can do these all on your own too. So for any reason, you know, you want to try and do Alliance or ALG. ALG, guys, we did that one. I think we did it for 19 weeks. Okay, so it's a long one, but it's really good because it's got so many, you know, outlets. It's got RIU, it's got Disney, it's got so many. Okay, so definitely we did that together. It is on my YouTube, so if you want to do it, I definitely highly recommend it. All right, and remember me. Cross your fingers. And I'm in. Yay! All right. So let's get started. ALG started on Vax. Do I connect it here? Okay, so Cynthia, I'm not sure what you're asking, but hopefully somebody can answer that for you. All right, guys, so this is chapter 1. As you see, we've got 3 chapters, okay? So is everybody here? Again, view learning path. We're going to access the courses anytime, the videos, unlimited access, okay?
What? Yeah.
So here we are, 3 courses. So let me know that everybody's here. We're going to go ahead and start with
Yeah,
the great outdoors.
probably.
Sorry, I'm going to mute everybody. Here we go. Okay. All right. Arizona Great Outdoors. This chapter vividly presents the lay of the land, giving you a strong grasp of what Arizona's top natural attractions are, where they are situated in relation to one another, what sorts of activities can be enjoyed at them, such as hiking, river rafting, kayaking, camping, stargazing, and skiing. Sections are also devoted to major hubs from which to explore the great outdoors and to areas where a variety of winter sports are on offer. We're going to go ahead and enter the course. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, there we go. All right, so great outdoors. Let's get started. So an introduction. In Arizona, the very earth mesmerizes travelers in its colors and shapes, transforming from stunning stretches of desert sand, cacti, and shrub to iridescent canyons, cliffs, to breathtaking mountains and sky islands. All sculpted by the elements over the thousands of years. Arizona also shimmers with remarkable human legacy that encompasses American Indians, adventurers who shaped the culture of the Wild West, innovators who today practice the many arts of living well. Both the land and the people make Arizona a majestic destination to explore, perfect for anyone seeking inspiration. In this course, we'll introduce you to the state's key attractions, including natural wonders, cultural interests, culinary delights, and sources of wellness. We'll offer tips on making the most of your clients' travels while perhaps surprising you with some of the new possibilities like wine tours and ski vacations. So we'll begin with a look at the Arizona as a destination for beautiful outdoor exploration. Okay, helpful resources. So you can click here to learn more. Be sure to download the PDF by clicking by resources. Okay, right up here, resources in the top right corner. It contains links to further information on attractions mentioned in this chapter. Okay, so just keep track of that. All right, oops, close and next. All right, so outdoor adventure. No place on earth like Arizona, a place where outdoor enthusiasts can do everything from hiking to ballooning to river rafting among stunning otherworldly geological formations. Grand Canyon State, nicknamed after its most famous attraction, is also home to a host of other fascinating places to explore, examples of which we'll discuss in this section. All right, so outdoor adventure. Now we're going to go to top natural attractions. Look how beautiful that is. So I live in Vegas, so Arizona's only 4 or 5 hour drive. So lots of great places to go visit. This section offers an overview of the Arizona's best loved natural wonders, which set the stage for a variety of outdoor adventures such as hiking, trekking, horseback riding, camping, guided jeep, helicopter boat tours, as well as rafting, kayaking, not to mention taking awesome photos. Next. All right, just a few standout examples of Arizona's rich variety of terrains include, so I like to picture again more, so canyons. The most famous of these is the sprawling Grand Canyon, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Nearly 2 billion years of Earth's history are on display among bands of rocks that shimmer in gold, red, purple, and green. Grand Canyon extends 277 miles along the Colorado River, bookended in the west by the Hoover Dam in Nevada and by Glen Canyon Dam in the northeast of Arizona. The area encompasses the South Rim, North Rim, Grand Canyon National Park, and West Rim, overseen by the Hualapai tribe. Another remarkable site, we can go hang out or do something. Okay, perfect. Another remarkable site in northern Arizona is Antelope Canyon, a slot canyon consisting of deep trenches within soft rock formations carved long ago by water, leaving paths so narrow their channel narrow beams of ethereal light. All right, again, I want to apologize. I know people comment on my pronunciation, so I'm not the best. So again, I apologize. If you wish to correct me, that's fine. I won't get upset. But I'm just apologizing ahead of time. All right. Boynton and Oak Creek Canyons are major attractions in the cultural wellness hub of Sedona in north central Arizona, where dozens of scenic hiking and biking trails lure visitors to explore the captivating red rock formations. Visitors seeking primeval beauty should venture southeast to Wilderness Canyon, 1,000-foot deep chasm in the Sonoran Desert, where flowing waters, sycamores, and cottonwood help sustain an abundance of fish, birds, animals like bighorn sheep and ring-tail cats. All right, cliffs. Between the Grand Canyon and Utah borders, the Arizona Strip, where the Vermilion Cliffs emerge in undulating ribbons of red, brown, and white, known as the wave, forming a set of giant stairs leading to the Colorado Plateau. Made of Navajo sandstone, this remote formation harbors the endangered California condor. Permits are needed to hike the wave. And then the remains of American Indian cliff dwellings can be visited in the eastern southern regions of the state. These will be discussed in the next chapter section on culture and history. Rivers and lakes. So the Grand Canyon owes much of its dramatic beauty to the carving performed by the Colorado River over several millennia. Today, the Colorado forms Arizona's western border with southern Nevada and California. Heading south from the Grand Canyon, the river passes stunning scenery on the way to Lake Mead and Lake Havasu, past the Cibola and Imperial National Wildlife Refuge, to the old frontier town of Yuma, all filled with things to do and see. North of the Grand Canyon is Horseshoe Bend, where the Colorado River makes 270-degree turn, creating a marvelous landscape of geological sculpture. The bend is near Lake Powell, right on the Arizona-Utah border, and home to Rainbow Bridge National Monuments located in Utah, world's highest natural bridge and an icon for local American Indian tribes. All these attractions can be found inside the Glen Canyon National Recreational Area. Your clients can visit Rainbow Bridge by taking a tour that departs from Wawit Marina on the Arizona side of Lake Powell. All right, and then you have the valleys. One of the most photographed landscapes in the U.S. is the Monument Valley Navajo Tribal Park in northeastern Arizona. It's like a playground of massive sandstone structures that seemingly pop out of the ground, reaching heights of up to 1,000 feet. Its panorama includes Mitten Butte, Merrick Butte, and Ear of the Wind. Canyon de Chalet, a 26-mile valley of greenery within the desert, is the longest uninterrupted human-inhabited area in the Colorado Plateau. From Spider Rock, visitors will see crimson red walls, cliffs, and the lush green cottonwood trees, livestock cornfields, and Navajo homes that dot the bottom of the canyon, along with remains of Pueblo dwellings. Petrified forest. Encompassing large deposits of petrified wood, the Petrified Forest National Park covers about 346 square miles of semi-desert shrub steppe, as well as highly eroded, colorful badlands located in the eastern part of the state. And then you have scenic desert. Sonoran Desert, which stretches through the southern Arizona from California down into Mexico, is a sandy landscape that embodies an iconic image of the American frontier, dotted by a fascinating array of cacti as one of North America's wettest deserts. Hello. It sustains a vast variety of wildlife, from bobcats and coyotes to a dozen different endemic bird species, as well as amphibians and fish. Previously mentioned, Aravalpa Wilderness Canyon is also found here. In Segura National Park, which is situated within the Sonoran Desert, visitors can view multitudes of its majestic landscape. Namesake cactus, the Segura. Cactus can grow up to 70 feet tall, and it often takes 100 years to sprout its first arm. The park extends to the west and east of Tucson, with trails showcasing desert flora, including the spidery Ocotillo fluffy teddy bear cactus, the green bean-like pencil cholla, and hundreds of other plant species. For a spectacular show, have your clients visit in April when the cacti blossom. Keep that in mind, right? That could be a test question. Sharing a border with Mexico, Oregon-type cactus national monument is southern Arizona. In southern Arizona is a UNESCO biosphere reserve. Its name pays tribute to the star resident, the Oregon pipe cactus, species rarely seen growing wild. Okay, so just so you guys know, if you are new here, We do take a test, okay, and we all help each other, okay? So stay on board, and again, we'll help each other. Okay, Sky Islands. Chiricahua National Monument. Can you guys hear okay with the loudspeaker? I'm sorry. Which sits within the land of the Chiricahua Apaches, offers yet another remarkable display of geological sculpture, the time made of volcanic ash and spread across 12,000 acres in seemingly gravity-defying balancing acts. Cool, right? Topping off the experience are the appearances made by the park's residents, some of which include quotas, javelines, mountain lions, and black bears. Youch, right? Lions and bears. Okay. All right. So those are pretty cool, right? See? Just said we were going to have a test, and here we are. All right. So match the description to the attraction that it best describes. Boy, I hope you guys paid attention because I sure didn't. All right. Majestic cacti that can take up to 100 years to grow. Help from the Grand Canyon Horseshoe. Where to find the ribbons? I know that one. The ribbons was the, I thought I knew that one. Was that Antelope Canyon? Let me know if you guys know. Located on the Sky Island tribal lands, geological sculpture made of volcanic ash and ethereal light can be seen along its narrow path. All right. What do you guys think? The Colorado River should be easy, right? Did it help form the Grand Canyon? Okay. Need some help, guys. Saguaro National Park, form the Grand Canyon, Colorado River. That's what I thought, okay? So you drop it there. Vermilion Cliffs. That was the ribbon one, right? Is that the ribbon one?
I
Or was that the antelope? Which
Yeah, I
one was
think
the pretty
the wave is the vermilion.
vermilion? Thank you. Okay, the cacti, that's Segura, I think. I don't know.
I have the Turkana monument, which
Yeah, which is
Turkana monument.
Does that have the ethereal lights or the Sky Island tribal land?
I think okay. Gravity defying balancing.
What is it? The balancing?
12,000 acres and seemingly balancing acts. Where did I?
Okay, tribal lands.
There's yet another.
So is that the geological sculpture made of volcanic ash?
Volcanic ash. There it is. This time made of volcanic ash.
And that's the
red
Chiricahua?
Yes.
Okay. And then is Antelope Canyon the ethereal light? We try it. Does everybody have this? PCDs. I'm going to try to submit it.
It's correct.
Perfect. Good job, guys. All right. Teamwork, right? Got it. Okay, perfect. All right, let's move on. You finished the reading section. Yay. Okay, next we go into back to main menu. Okay, so now we're looking at the activity hubs. All right, so in this section, we detail a sampling of activities at some major sites around which to plan itineraries. So while certain activities can be enjoyed only through an arranged tour, orders can be done on one's own through visitors, though visitors should check beforehand for information on park fees and hours as well as trail conditions. To learn more, use the links to these attractions made available to resources. So when to visit? With about 350 days of sunshine per year and winter days averaging highs in the 60s and 70s Fahrenheit, Arizona is a great destination in December, January, or February, especially for outdoor exertion on land. While spring and fall are considered high seasons, however, conditions can vary and opening hours at the park should always be checked. Okay, so best time, December, January, and February. Tribal lands. All right, some attractions are on tribal lands, may require visitor permits. Helps to work through a tour company that is familiar with such details and can monitor factors like weather and operating hours. So again, use our, things to do on Expedia Tap, on Viator, Vax. You can use that for things to do. So keep that in mind. Book, upsell your client. All right, you have the Grand Canyon. Simplify your client's trip, recommending a hotel in the park, or urge them to arrive at the entrance for the South and North Rims before 10 a.m. Grand Canyon Railway Hotel. I just booked somebody there. They loved it. In Williams, starting point for the Grand Canyon Railroad. It'll put them within easy access to the park by rail. Other towns located close to the South Rim entrance include Tusayan, the closest town, which is 7 miles from the South Rim. Kingman, the heart of historic Route 66. Flagstaff, historic downtown with observatory, Amtrak station. And then Page, near Lake Powell. So suggest an adventure park on it as a side trip, okay? So Grand Canyon West is a park offering unforgettable experience on Hualapai Tribal Land, most famous for being the glass skywalk that curves around 70 feet over the edge of the cliffs, giving visitors a sensation of floating 4,000 feet above the canyon floor. Some people get scared of that, but highly recommend it. Hiking, biking trails, helicopter tours, zip lining adventures, complete with pontoon ride at the bottom of the canyon, and whitewater rafting on the Colorado River round out the fun. The park offers cabins and RV sites for camping, Hualapai Lodge in Peach Springs for non-campers wanting to start their day early. All right, next, let's move the little thing over. All right, sightseeing, hiking, and camping. Most popular way to experience the Grand Canyon is to visit the South Rim. Peer out over the bright Angel Trail, leading down the canyon's wall to the Phantom Ranch campsite. Thousands of feet below, other campsites are also available. Horseback riding, horseback as well as mule rides are offered as guided tours by private companies at both the south and north rims of the canyon. Again, upsell, guys. Have that amazing experience. This is what I want to do, whitewater rafting. See the Grand Canyon from a new perspective by rafting through it on the Colorado River. Smooth water or whitewater trips range in length from half day to 13 days. July and August are best for the big water experiences. Rafting trips are arranged through commercial river running companies and require advanced reservations. And last is touring from the air. Airplane tours will give your clients an inspiring sense of magnitude of the Grand Canyon, while helicopters which fly 1,000 feet lower allow them to see the rock formations up close. Clients who like a little extra adventure might enjoy the unique perspective that a hot air balloon provides, including a look at the canyon's flora and fauna. Tour departs from both the north and south rims. All right, finished reading about the Grand Canyon. Go back to the hubs. Now we're going to learn about City of Page. I've never even heard of that. 2.5-hour drive from the Grand Canyon South Rim. Page is a city located in northern Arizona. Serves as an excellent springboard for exploring Antelope Canyon, Vermilion Cliffs, National Monuments, Monument Valley, Canyon de Chelly, Glen Canyon National Recreational Area, which includes Lake Powell and Rainbow Bridge. Following are some of the activities that Page Outfitters can help your clients enjoy. Next. All right, so you have Antelope Canyon. Hiking. Your clients can take a guided trek into Antelope Canyons, the previously described Slot Canyon, where paths lead hikers through shafts of sunlight illuminating sculpted walls. Another magical landscape is the undulating geological formations known as the Wave. Located in Vermilion Hills, Vermilion Cliff National Monument. This site requires a permit, so see link below right here, okay? No tour permit is needed to hike the Horseshoe Bend from its parking lot to see the dramatic geological formation carved by the 270-degree bend in the Colorado River. However, your clients may wish to download an audio guide available online or find a tour that combines the bend and other attractions. Most popular time to visit is at sunset, when the colors in the rocks are their most vibrant. A new barrier-free trail is available from the parking lot, and the most visitors find the 1.5-mile scenic hike easy to navigate. So permits for the wave. So if you click here, give you information, the wave lottery system. Okay, so there are 2 ways to obtain a permit to hike Coyote Buttes North. The wave, submit an application at the BLM, which I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this. All right. At the blm.gov 4 months in advance. Wow, you need to plan ahead of your planned stay. Or if you are already in the area, participate in the new daily lottery, downloading the recreation.gov app at blm.gov. And note that it is a strenuous hike, so see resources for more info, okay? So again, keep your clients updated on that. So if they want to do it while they're there, it's pick of the draw, right? Otherwise 4 months in advance. So that's good to know. All right, so that's Antelope Canyon. Next is boating. Once inside Glen Canyon National Recreational Area, your clients can explore Lake Powell on a boat tour that floats past the impressive Glen Canyon Dam and into the narrow reaches of the Navajo Canyon. Next, we have kayaking. Lake Powell's marinas can outfit your clients with various kinds of watercraft that they can operate on their own. Kayaking tours are also available. And then you have rafting, suggest a half-day rafting trip on the calm waters of the Colorado River below Glen Canyon Dam, around Horseshoe Bend and down to Lee's Ferry, a historic site and a great spot for fishing. And then you have Jeep tours. During the day or on a moonlit night, a Jeep tour takes guests into the depths of high desert. Check into purchasing guided tours on Monument Valley from Navajo Tour. Operators who take guests down into the valley in Jeeps for a narrated ride along its mythical formations. Iconic sites such as Ear of the Wind, a large circular window craved in the sand. It must be carved, right? But in the sandstone cliffs and other landmarks can only be assessed via guided tours. All right, and last is touring from the air. Again, helicopter, fixed wing flight, soar above the area landmark in and around Glen Canyon, Lake Powell, including the previously described Rainbow Bridge. Helicopters can land atop the Tower Butte. Is that one? A 5,000-foot sandstone pillar located south of the lake. Wow, kind of crazy, huh? All right, some side trips. Located on Navajo tribal lands, roughly 160 miles southeast of Page, is Canyon de Chelly National Monument in Chinle, Arizona. Merits an overnight stay or longer. Explore the canyon walls that cradle hundreds of ancient Pueblo ruins. Plan a guided hiking tour to access scenic views, including Spider Rock Spire, about 800 feet tall and towering sandstone cliffs. Local private companies offer tours along the canyon floor by hiking, horseback riding, and vehicle. Again, see resources for further information, including permits for camping. Always pay attention. Southwest of the Navajo lands is the Petrified Forest National Park. Allows geocaching, maintains trails that feature archaeological interest, natural environments, and the famous petrified logs. Enjoy colorful sunsets, the incredible night sky, and inspiring sunrises when camping or hiking off the beaten trail in the wilderness area. Next, finish City of Page. Next, the last one, Tucson. That's where my mother was born, I think. So let's check that out. All right, drag the slide. Okay, so City of Tucson. Tucson's cultural dining scenes make a good option for clients also seeking nearby adventure in the great outdoors. Located in the Sonoran Desert, Tucson sits in between two sections of the Segura National Park, the Rincon Mountain District of the east and the Tucson Mountain District in the west. While Chiricahua National Monument is 1.5 hours away by car outside of Wilcox. Next. You have biking and running. Popular way to experience Tucson is to bike or run the Loop, which is a massive system of paved trails set within picturesque desert landscape, runs continuously for 131 miles, and connects the various parts of the city together with parks, farmers markets, and BMX tracks. Bicycle rentals are available, including e-bikes, and there are even boutique hotels to be found along the trailways. Meanwhile, the Tucson Mountain District of Segura National Park, west of the city, offers a 6-mile graded dirt road, the Bajada Loop Drive. All right, sorry guys, as you know, I'm traveling, so I apologize. So hopefully everybody's back with me. Anybody want to be my co-host just in case this happens again and I don't lose you? Any volunteers?
I'm happy to help.
Okay, who's that? Susan?
That's Susan. Mhm.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
So again, you know, we're making you co-host. There you go. All right. So when you travel, of course, the internet's not the best. All right. So let's get back to where I was. And again, I appreciate you guys. So let's go back here and resume. All right. So I think we just finished this. So we're on the biking one, right? Nope. This is, yeah, biking.
Hiking
There we
and
go.
horseback riding.
The loop. Yep. All right. So meanwhile, the Tucson Mountain District of Segura National Park, west of the city, offers 6-mile dirt road, but Bajada Loop Drive then takes visitors through the cactus forest. All right. Next. There we go. Horseback hiking and
Your
horseback
screen's
riding.
not sharing, Marnie.
Oh, it's not. Okay. Sorry. Here we go. Good now.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So the Tucson Mountain District also offers hiking trails that range from quick and easy. Valley View Overlook is particularly rewarding at sunset, while Signal Hill Trail leads to the scores of ancient petroglyphs to the exhilarating 7-mile King Canyon Trail. The half-mile Desert Discovery Trail is wheelchair accessible. Again, good to know, you know, for the disabled and stuff. So let them know that. Rincon Mountain District is an eastern region of Segura National Park, features areas for day hikes, horseback riding, and backcountry camping. Visitor Center has information on these activities and self-camping permits. Here, hikers have a wide range of trails to choose from, such as the 1-mile round-trip Freeman Homestead Trail through a grove of massive saguaro cacti, or the 20-mile Tancar Verde Ridge Trail that traverses steep and rocky terrain to the summit of Mica Mountain at 8,666 feet and back. A family-run tour operator offers trail rides on horseback. So again, all the beautiful cacti, right? Flora in the region around Tucson encompasses not only the majestic saguaro cactus, but also all sorts of plant species as well as wildlife. All described in the previous section, April is a great time to visit as the cacti will be in bloom. Then you have bird watching and wildlife. In addition to hiking and camping in the fantasy land of gaudy-like rock formations, visitors to Chiricahua National Monument will also find feathery friends to observe, such as Mexican jays, cactus wrens, and sandhill cranes, as well as animals previously described, like javelinas, coates, mountain lion, and bears. And last is stargazing. Look at the beautiful stars. Sky Island Chiricahua National Monument is free of light pollution, making it the perfect place to view the nighttime skies. Within an hour's drive of Tucson, visitors can learn about and view the stars of the Kitt Peak National Observatory, a state-of-the-art research facility open to the public. So again, definitely recommend that. Finished reading Tucson. So select a topic and learn more. So we finished the hubs. All right, time for a quiz. It looks like it's fill in the blanks. So whitewater rafting, hiking on Bright Blank Trail, camping at the Phantom Ranch can be enjoyed in blank, while staying in blank will put your client close to adventure in Lake Powell. So blank Bend, that's Horseshoe Bend, that's easy, right? Vermilion Cliffs, Antelope Canyon, beautiful Sonora can be hiked and viewed on bike trails around, is that Page?
I think it was
Enjoy-
Tucson.
Tucson is the bike trails,
I
okay?
think it was the last one, yeah.
Whitewater rafting on Bright Angel Trail. While staying in the Grand Canyon. No, this one must be. can be enjoyed in the Grand Canyon while staying in Page. Is that it? Yeah, I think so, because I've never heard of been to Page. What do you guys think?
Go for it.
Yes.
It's correct.
Perfect. Yay. Thanks, guys. All right, finish reading that one. Now we're winter activities. All right, no shortage of outdoor winter fun in Arizona. Warm temperatures in some areas, making hiking, biking, camping very enjoyable, but Arizona has an ample share of snowy attractions as well. Here are just a few examples. So Flagstaff, anybody been to Flagstaff? It's beautiful. 7,000 feet above sea level and with an average annual snowfall of over 100 inches, Flagstaff is one of the snowiest cities in the United States. Okay. So you have skiing. Of Arizona's ski offerings, the best known is arguably the Arizona Snowbowl Winter Resort. With its good snow, long runs, plenty of terrain, and its location on the side of the volcano gives Snowbowl an especially adventurous allure. One of the oldest continuously operated ski resorts in the U.S., it is located 12 miles outside Flagstaff in the San Francisco Peaks. Located on a biodiverse sky island, Mount Lemmon Ski Valley is the southernmost ski resorts in the continental U.S., boasting 22 trails ranging in difficulty from Green Circle to Black Diamond. Rock climbing, hiking are also favorite activities here. Sunrise Park Resort in Greer, Arizona offers loads of winter fun across 3 mountain tops for a total of 65 trails. Also a separate snowboarding area, cross-country ski trails, and special children's ski-wee area. Sunrise Park Resort is owned and operated by the White Mountain Apache tribe. And then snowshoeing, snow biking, and cross-country skiing. All these activities can be enjoyed in Arizona Nordic Village in the Coconino National Forest near Flagstaff. Okay, so snowshoeing, snow biking, etc. All right. Snowmobile and Mormon Lake Pinewood Snowmobile Trail System east of Flagstaff traverses rolling hills on designated snowmobile trails for about 54 miles. Anybody been snowmobiling? Definitely, yes, amazing. I was supposed to go skiing there in Snowbowl, so I missed it. They have a ski event and they give you free tickets, and I didn't get to go. I was just thinking, probably not much snow there right now, right? All right, see the Grand Canyon in the snow. Winter storms regularly bring several inches of snow to this site. So for picturesque hike, recommend that your clients pick a sunny day to walk along the rim of the canyon. Find a little more serenity than usual on the South Rim's Bright Angel Trail in the winter. All right, finish reading about that. Now, final exam for our first quarter, okay? So first chapter. Arizona's abundance of different types of terrain makes it a great place to enjoy which activities? You got skiing, river rafting, horseback riding, is all of them but surfing, right? I don't think they have surfing there. Do you guys have these same questions? The same question?
So far.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
If your clients plan to explore Arizona's natural attractions, what information should you check for advance? Operating hours, it permits, all of the above, right? Must check for permits, and then yes. Which statements are true about the Grand Canyon? Select all apply. It is one of the 7 wonders. True. The Rio Grande runs through it. No. It is the most famous among numerous canyons. Yes. Visitors can reach the Grand Canyon starting in Williams. I think so, right? And western section is overseen by the Hualapai tribe.
Yes.
What do you think? Yep. You think so? I know they talked about, I didn't know if they.
That's correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Or at least it didn't tell me it was wrong.
Yeah, I guess we need to, after the thing, we'll find out. Which of the following is the Slot Canyon? Is that the Antelope, the Ravapai Wilderness, the Grand Canyon, or Boynton Canyon? The Slot Canyon. I don't know. Anybody know that one? Google's your best friend.
Yes, it's the first one.
The antelope.
Yes.
Thank you. Sagora, organ pipe, and fluffy teddy bear are all types of cactus, right?
Cactus.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. None of Arizona's desert areas can sustain wildlife.
False.
None.
False.
Falls features swath of desert, coyotes, bobcats, etc. All right. In the Sonoran Desert, where can visitors find an oasis of primeval beauty, embodied in a 1,000-foot deep chasm, complete with flowing water, sycamore trees, abundance of wildlife such as bighorn sheep?
Is that petrified?
Which one is that? The wilderness, petrified forest. I don't think downtown Tucson.
Well, it says in a 1,000-foot deep chasm, so that might be a canyon.
The
Canyon.
canyon. Okay, let's try
Yeah.
that. Thank you. Which Arizona city is considered among the snowiest in the US? I think that's Flagstaff. What do you guys think?
Agree.
Yes, it's Flagstaff.
Thank you. And last, no, two more. Which
Yes.
statements are true about Arizona ski resorts? Snowball is one of the oldest in the US, located on the side of a volcano. I don't know about that. Maybe. Mount Lemon Ski, located at biodiverse Skyland southernmost ski resort. Sunrise Park Resort has separate snowmobile. Is it all of them?
No, it's just the first one.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, everybody agree? Don't, don't.
I'm thinking because they talked about a biodiverse sky island. Remember
Okay.
in the last sections? I'll Google it real quick.
Sunrise Park snowmobile area. Operator.
Because it is on the side of a volcano.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me look real quick. I'm gonna try this. Sunrise Park Resort operated by White Mountain Apache Tribe. Is part of the White Mountain Apache Tribe. So I would say all the above.
Yeah.
Arizona has many outdoor activities and sites to enjoy throughout the year. That is true.
Yes.
100%. All right, everybody good? Everybody pass?
Yay!
Let me know.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna
Sorry,
submit.
Marnie, I didn't pass because I got behind on something because of my computer screen.
Okay.
Can I
Yep, we'll go
retake
through
it
it.
really quick?
Yep, we'll go through it. So again, I'll go through it with you. So it's not surfing.
Right.
All the above.
Sorry, 1 second. It's
Okay.
something with my computer screen. Okay, I think now it's not glitching.
Okay.
Okay, I'm on the second one. It's all the above,
All
correct?
the above. Yep.
Okay.
The next one is all but the Rio Grande runs through it. It's the Colorado River that runs through it.
Okay.
The next is Antelope Canyon.
Thank you.
The
And
next one is Cactus.
that's the one I missed. Okay.
Okay. The next one is False.
And number
The next
7
one,
was
Arav-
that
Aravapai.
the Wilderness Canyon?
No, yes, sorry,
Okay.
yes.
That's okay. Snowiest, that's
And then-
Flagstaff.
Flagstaff, all the above.
And then 9 is all the above?
And
Thank
then
you.
True. You're welcome.
True. Oh, thank you so much. I got behind.
No worries.
Thanks.
All right, so everybody good? Submit and exit.
Need to log in again. Oh, here we go.
Who's at my house? All right, screen has stopped. Did it kick you guys out too? What happened?
Yeah,
Okay. What is today? Is today, what is
23rd,
Thursday, right?
Thursday. Yeah.
When you're traveling, it's like, what day is today? I don't even know. All right. Okay, so we're done with chapter 1. Now we're going to move on to chapter 2, which is the cultural landscapes. Okay. Review chapter. Ah! Sorry, dropped my mouse. Okay. The heck is this? That's not where I'm at. Oh my God. There we go. Chapter 2. Okay. I'm sitting on a chair in the hallway here. They on this cruise ship, they don't have very many you have this course open in another window. Okay, good. Okay, so let me go back down here. Let me get out of here. Okay, open up my other window. Here, there we go. Okay, chapter 2. There we go. All right, cultural landscape. Let's see what this is. Okay, everybody here, let me know.
Ready.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, all set.
What a guy is it? It's at my house. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out who this guy is. I just had some guy at my house and I don't know what he was doing. Here, see if you can look at the video. He just got in his car. He put something in his car. Sorry. Okay, just as captivating as Arizona's geological history are the stories of the many kinds of people whose lives have intertwined with the land. A journey through Arizona puts travelers in touch with the earth-centered thinking of its American Indian tribes, the legends of America's Wild West, the quirky roadside attractions dotting Route 66 that embody American creativity and humor, and the artists who infuse their communities with new energy. All right, so you have American Indian culture, the Wild West, Route 66, contemporary arts, and then we have our exam. So Indian culture, while the stunning beauty of Arizona's landscape can stir the soul of any visitor, the formations are of especially deep spiritual significance to American Indian inhabitants, whose ancestral connections to these lands date back 12,000 years ago. Currently, 22 distinct tribes, each with their own unique history and customs, dwell within Arizona's borders. This section will feature several tribes and explain how visitors can engage with them, helping to support their livelihoods and preserve the beauty of the land. Remember that more detailed information on the attractions presented can be found under Resources tab in the upper right-hand corner. So always use that to find out more. Visiting tribal lands.
You're not sharing, you're not screen sharing.
I'm not sharing my
again.
screen. Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you. How about now? You see it now?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
You guys good? Okay. All right, let me click back. Okay. So visiting the tribal lands. Visiting natural wonders throughout the state of Arizona can lead to fascinating encounters with indigenous culture, especially with the attractions are when the attractions are on tribal lands and require the help of an American Indian guide. On these sacred lands, the state's indigenous cultural tapestry is often on display at museums and cultural centers, trading posts, open air markets, and cultural events, as well as other celebrations hosted by vibrant American Indian communities. Here, visitors can see the pageantry and skill of tribal dancers and musicians, discover authentic artworks that preserve the traditions of the artists' and ancestors. Select the marker to the right to learn more about the 22 tribes. Okay, visitors guidelines. Just remember all tribal lands operate under their own sovereign government and its own guidelines for visitors. Ceremonial areas and graveyards are restricted areas and not to be open to the public. Alcohol is not tolerated except in designated areas such as casinos. Protecting the integrity of Arizona's tribal land and iconic natural beauty. Yes. Okay, thank you. Is more important than ever. Follow these 7 principles when visiting Plan ahead and prepare. Stick to trails, take your trash, leave what you find, and be careful with fire. Respect wildlife and respect other people. So we'll start with one, the Hualapai tribe, also known as the people of the tall pines. The Hualapai tribe have thrived at the Grand Canyon West Rim for at least 800 years, relying primarily on agriculture, recently tourism to make a living. Recently, yeah, okay, that doesn't make sense. But one of their guiding beliefs is that the universe and the earth are connected in a circle with no beginning or end. Visitors to Eagle Point in the Grand Canyon West Park, home of the Grand Canyon Skywalk, can take a guided tour through an authentic, self-guided tour, an authentic Native American village consisting of homes, ovens, sweat lodges, for a view of local and regional tribal heritage and tradition. Meanwhile, the Hualapai bird singers give daily performances showcasing their traditional clothing, dances, instruments, and songs intended as a gift to the universe. You've got number 2, which is the Havasupai tribe. Havasupai, or the people of the blue-green water. This is beautiful, guys. It's a 10-mile walk, but you can go down and go camping. Of course, you have to plan well in advance. This has been have been friendly neighbors of the Hualapai and are the only people living below the rim of the Grand Canyon. Adventurous visitors are often eager to take the challenging hike to Havasupai Falls, a bucket list journey for many, to see the beautiful blue-green waters tumbling down the red cliffs and to swim in the pools. The fall sits on the Havasupai tribal lands and require a permit to visit, the price of which includes an overnight stay at either of the campsite or the lodge. So again, it is a strenuous hike, guys, but definitely worth it. I definitely want to do it. I just haven't yet. You have Navajo Nation, second most populous American Indian group in the U.S. The Navajo are spread throughout the Southwest, guided by the belief that all natural objects and creatures have spirits. They have cultivated an especially deep spiritual connection to the geological formations on the lands they inhabit. Perfect place to learn about Navajo culture is Monument Valley Navajo Tribal Park in northern Arizona, where Navajo guides will take visitors to the Ear of the Wind and other natural formations. They can also stop at the trading post at the View Hotel to purchase artworks and crafts by Navajo silversmiths, potters, and weavers who preserve their ancestry's traditional methods. Contemporary Navajo Indian community inhabits the bottom of the Green Valley and nearby Canyon de Chelly National Monument, where they herd sheep during the summer. Pueblo ruins dating as far back as 350 AD suggest that this area may be among the longest continually inhabited landscapes in North America. Navajo guides will lead excursions in jeeps or on horseback. Iconic land formations include Spider Rock. Navajo code talkers, let's see what that is. Navajo military personnel used a code developed from their native language to transmit intelligence during World War II, contributing especially to the victory of the Tujima. Learn more interesting facts about American Indians at Arizona's array of museums dedicated to their culture. Excellent examples featuring Navajo culture are the Navajo National Museum in Window Rock, acclaimed for its rich exhibits that delve into Navajo history and arts, and the Explore Navajo Interactive Museum in Tuba City. See resources for more info. You have number 4, White Mountain Apache Tribe. Located in East Central Arizona, the White Mountain Apache Tribe presides over vast lands on high desert and that boasts world-class elk hunting, fishing, and other year-round outdoor recreation, such as skiing at the tribe's Sunrise Park Resort. Learn about the White Mountain Apache's history, including the Apache Wars between 1849 and 1886 with the U.S. Army, as well as their art and culture by visiting Fort Apache Historic Park and the on-site White Mountain Apache Cultural Center and Museum. And then you have number 5, Salt River Pima, Maricopa Indian Community. These two tribes form a sovereign community within the Phoenix metropolitan area where they cultivate a variety of crops and operate the expansive Salt River Entertainment District, a haven for shopping, dining, and shows, complete with baseball fields, some used for spring training, driving range for golfers, and an indoor rainforest environment featuring a butterfly pavilion. And last one is Tohono O'odham Nation, also known as the people of the desert. The Tohono O'odham host numerous activities on their lands in southern Arizona. Visitors seeking to learn about the culture can enjoy the exhibits, participate in educational programs at the Tohono O'odham National Nation Cultural Center and Museum. Or they can pursue activities as diverse as stargazing at Kitt Peak National Observatory, and one of the largest in the world, or check out the action at Desert Diamond Casino, located in Tucson, Sahuarita, Phoenix's West Valley, and Y. Tohono O'odham also hosts an annual rodeo in February, and a powwow in March, and craft markets in November. All right, so Tohono has the variety of things to go to. All right, next. More ways to experience American Indian culture is even more opportunities to learn about and engage with Arizona's American Indians can be found throughout the state in places as diverse as recreational areas, trading posts, great option for purchasing traditional crafts, museum, cultural centers. Information on some of these venues can be found in the following slides and in the resources tab in the upper right-hand corner of the slide. Again, resources, okay? Next. Casinos. Okay, Indian casinos, you've heard of those, right? Suggesting a visit to the casinos on tribal lands present an interesting way to combine exciting nightlife and culture exploration on a trip. These venues typically showcase fascinating works of art, architecture, and serve excellent American Indian cuisine. Some are incorporated into the resorts. One example is Talking Stick Resort near Scottsdale, which in addition to its world-class casino, contains one of the largest collections of American Indian artwork outside of the museum. More examples include Apache Gold Casino Resort, San Carlos, Casino Arizona, Scottsdale, Wecopa Casino Resort, Wild Horse Pass Casino, Gila River Indian Community in Chandler, Bucky's, Yavapai Casino, Prescott, and Casino del Sol, Tucson. And then forts. Cool, right? Previously mentioned Fort Apache, East Central Arizona, a site of conflict between some of the area's indigenous tribes and the U.S. Army as pioneers and settlers pushed westward. It is now located in Fort Apache Historic Park, where visitors can take a self-guided walking tour through the old Fort Apache with over 20 buildings dating back from 1870s through the 1930s. They can explore petroglyphs nearby at the Kanishpa Ruins National Historic Landmark for a glimpse into the area's prehistory. If your clients find themselves out west near Lake Mead and on the Colorado River, they can visit Fort Mojave, whose ruins serve as a reminder of tensions between American Indians and the new settlers. Today, Fort Mojave people operate various recreation and entertainment venues in the area. Next. All right, so must-see museums. Don't forget about the previously mentioned museums, Tohono O'odham National Cultural Center and Museum, the White Mountain Apache Cultural Center Museum, and the Navajo National Museum, and Explore Navajo Interactive Museum. So you have Herd Museum, showcase in Phoenix, showcasing the beauty and vitality of traditional contemporary American Indian art. This internationally recognized museum features world-class art collections, exhibitions, along with unmatched festivals and educational programming dedicated to the advancement of American Indian art. You have the American Museum, Dragoon, on the ancestral homeland of the Chiricahua Apache, the American Foundation and Museum explores and seeks to expand knowledge of American Indians through research, education, and conservation. And then the Museum of Northern Arizona, Flagstaff. This museum was founded in 1928 by a group of Flagstaff citizens to protect and preserve the natural and cultural heritage of Northern Arizona. It evolved into a regional center of learning with collections, exhibits, educational programs, publications, and research projects that serve thousands of people each year. All right, Next. Time for a pop quiz. All right, so hope you guys paid attention to these tribes. I remember, do you remember? People of the desert, Grand Canyon, recreation, ski resort, Monument Valley. Okay. All right, need help, guys.
Okay. There she is.
We're back. Okay. Need help with the
Yay.
test. Yay. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's get back to the test. Resume. All right, next. All right, anybody know what these are?
The first one is the only people living below the rim of the Grand Canyon.
Thank you.
We can't see your screen.
You
You're
guys see
not
my
sharing your screen.
How about now?
Yes.
Now? Okay. All right, this one says these two tribes. So is that the Salt River Pima and Maricopa Indian community? Since
Yes.
it's got two there.
Yes.
People
Okay.
of the desert, okay, operates recreation, including ski resorts. The White Mountain Apache, maybe?
I think that
Use-
one's Tohono O'odham.
Is the recreational, the ski
Recreational.
resorts?
I think so.
Okay.
No,
Can't,
no, the Tohono is the people of the desert.
okay. So we have Havasupai tribe.
That's the one with the beautiful waterfall.
Okay, am I lost? Where's the beautiful waterfall?
The first
Okay.
one is actually the second one.
Okay, and the
There you go.
Hualapai tribe.
Okay.
Where was the Canyon de Chalet?
The code talkers are Navajo.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, now we just need Hualapai or White Mountain Apache.
The White Mountain have the ski.
White Mountain what? I was thinking here
Resort.
because White Mountain Ski Resort, but
Yes.
okay. So let's check here. Okay, and then Grand Canyon West Rim. So let's see if that's right.
Correct.
Correct. Yay!
Wait a minute, wait.
Let me know when you're done.
Which Tohono O'odham Nation?
The people of the desert.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
I'm good when you are.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. So you finish this section. Next, we're going to learn about the Wild West. Wild landscapes like Monument Valley, which is crimson mesas and towering sandstone buttes, have provided the setting for many Western films. The entire region that became Arizona witnessed much of what actually happened on the American frontier, aka the Wild West. So you have boom towns. Particular interests are the boom towns that sprung up and some cases soon devolved into ghost towns after gold prospectors, silver miners, cattlemen, professional gamblers, legendary outlaws, and lawmen played out their lives. Some of these towns were preserved and rejuvenated and today offer excellent dining, historical culture venues, such as art galleries and theater to round out your client's day of sightseeing. Check out Dude Ranches, See Chapter 3 for information on the Dude Ranches, a great way to immerse clients in the lifestyle of what was once the Wild West. So those sounds kind of fun, right? Adventurous. Must see are above our few must see American Arizona towns whose preserved, restore historic streets, ghost tours, celebrations, and reenactments of stirring events take visitors back in time. So you have Tombstone, the southwest of Tucson, prosperous silver mining town that hits its heyday in the late 1800s. Tombstone was the site of the infamous OK Corral gunfight, where long simmering tensions between outlaw cowboys and the Earp brothers aided Doc Holliday and came to a dramatic head. Today, it's a historic courthouse. One of the many preserved buildings is a museum with exhibits describing the lives of Tombstone's colorful residents, complete with such artifacts as an operating license for a brothel and an invitation to a hanging. Stop by Boot Hill Cemetery to visit those who made Tombstone their final resting place. You have Bisbee on Arizona's southeast border with Mexico. A raucous 1880s mining camp, and then a hippie haven 80 years later. Bisbee today is a quirky yet charming town with art galleries, museums, mine tours, shopping, dining, and Wild West ambiance. The facades on many of the storefronts are the originals. A host of activities and festivals take place in Bisbee throughout the year. You have Prescott, north of Phoenix, mountain town, home to Whiskey Row, once lined up with saloons frequented by the famous cowboys of the Wild West. Today, visitors can see several of these restored businesses, Charlotte Hall Museum and the Dells of Watson Lake. And if they come during July 4th weekend, attend the world's oldest annual rodeo. And then Oatman, this is pretty cool. We've been here a few times. Northwestern region, iconic Route 66 runs across isolated mountainous terrain right into Oatman, which rose temporarily to prominence during a gold mining boom in 1915-17. Thanks to preserved remnants of the town, staged gunfights, visitors can relive the heyday if they don't get too distracted by the adorable donkeys that roam the streets freely. All right, Grand Canyon Historic Village, not exactly a boom town. The Grand Canyon Historic Village in the National Park, nevertheless, encapsulates the days of the earliest motor travel to the Grand Canyon during 1910s. Numerous businesses and hotels were built, some by the architect Mary E.J. Coulter, such as Hoppy House and Lookout Studio, that today are national landmarks and account of their unique aesthetics, many incorporating American Indian design. Visitors can stroll through the museum featuring fascinating artifacts and purchase American Indian crafts. The village is also where the Grand Canyon's most popular hiking trail, Bright Angel, begins. Finish reading this section. Now we're going to learn about Route 66. Anybody travel that? Called the Main Street of America, or the or the Mother Road. Celebrated in 1946 rhythm and blues song as the place to get your kicks. Route 66 embodies a slice of Americana from a time when road trips were all the rage and rock and roll was on the horizon. Oatman to Lumsden, okay? So Route 66, which is a main way across the U.S. during the 1920s and 50s, originally ran from Chicago to Santa Monica, California, sparked the growth of many local businesses like motels and burger joints, until much of it's replaced by interstate highways. Today, Arizona is where the travelers can find the greatest number of remaining segments of this legendary roadway. Here's a few famous vintage roadway highlights in Arizona, which include, so again, if you're traveling down, check it out. You have the Wigwam Motel, made of wigwam-shaped building, Holbrook. Teepees, right? Painted Desert Trading Post, established near Holbrook in the 1940s by a cattleman from Texas. This trading post originally sold gasoline. American Indian rugs and jewelry, petrified wood and sundries. On occasion, aircraft would land nearby to refuel. Restored to the original state, the store remains the only building on the long stretch of scenic desert wilderness shown in the image. Right here, standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. You know that song? Statue paying tribute to the Take It Easy, okay, by the Eagles, complemented by a flatbed Ford, okay? Take it easy. Okay, Hackberry General Store. A tourism information post and souvenir shop in town of Hackberry. You got Giganticus hedicus, a replica of the Easter Island head at Kingman Visitor Center. So kind of cool there, right? Look at this one, Snowcap Drive-In, vintage eatery in Seligman. Kind of cute, right? All right, drive through Route 66 sign, get your picture, okay? And last but not least, the Peach Springs, gateway to the Grand Canyon Caverns, Grand Canyon West, and the Skywalk. All right, places you'll go, cutting across northern third of the state, Route 66 can serve as the basis of an entire week-long itinerary. See resources above, goes through these major towns from east to west. Next. Holbrook, located in Painted Desert between Grand Canyon and Navajo. Winslow, a town shaped by American Indian culture, pioneers, memorialized. Somebody may want to take a picture of this to help with the test. Take it easy, okay? Winslow, the Eagle Song. Flagstaff, college town, ski area, cultural hub, surrounded by forests and mountains. Williams, gateway to Grand Canyon. Seligman, situated at the beginning of the scenic drive that is the longest remaining stretch of Route 66. Kingman, home to Arizona Route 66 Museum and Route 66 Fest, proximity to the Grand Canyon. And last, along the way, your clients can see the Petrified Forest National Park, Walnut Canyon, Lowell Observatory, Sunset Crater, Volcano National Monument, and Grand Canyon, and the former boom town of Oatman. How about let's make it a game? All right, if your clients are contemplating a road trip, direct them to the Route 66 Check-In Challenge, where for each site visited, they receive an entry to receive prizes. So again, let them know ahead of time, download it, and play the game, right? All right. Time for a pop quiz. Hope you guys paid attention. Fill in the blanks to complete the names of the Route 66. The blank motel, that's the wigwam, right? Blank Springs, blank Post, blank Store, Giganticus, I know that one, Hedicus, Snowcap, is that the drive-in? Anybody know?
The trading post is the Painted Desert.
Okay,
Um,
and then we need the
that general
Springs.
store, the peaches. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Peach Springs.
Peach Springs, yep.
Yep.
All right, everybody got it? Let's test it out.
Can you read it again one time?
All right, I just got at it. So Peach is on the left. There's Peach,
It's the
Hackberry.
Wigwam. Yeah, the Wigwam Motel.
Thank you.
Peach Springs, Painted Desert Trading Post, Hackberry General Store, Giganticus, Pedicus, Snow Cabin.
Thank you.
Perfect. Wait, this is a long course, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's a lot of information.
Yeah. One more, and then we do the exam, and then we move on to our third chapter. Contemporary art and fine art. Not surprisingly, Arizona's wide array of breathtaking landscape, bathed in beautiful sunlight most of the year, has caught the attention of many visual artists and other creative spirits. Result is wide variety of artistic experiences. So you have American Indian art. First to capture the colors and textures of Arizona's natural beauty were, of course, the land's first inhabitants. Places to view and purchase American Indian art, from traditional crafts to contemporary painting, sculpture, and works in other media, were detailed in this section, Visiting Tribal Lands. Among the most famous venues for appreciating the full scope of American Indian art is the Heard Museum. Although Talking Stick Resort near Scottsdale also has an impressive collection, visitors will find that trading posts and culture centers on tribal lands offer excellent opportunities to purchase crafts, from baskets to textiles to jewelry. See resources for more info. Okay, artists enclaves, 1940s present. Non-native artists in search of inspiration began arriving in larger numbers in Arizona in the 1940s, and many set up residences clustering together in picturesque towns throughout the state. A few of these include, so you have Sedona, beautiful, guys, definitely go here. One of the first, perhaps most famous of Arizona's artists enclaves, Sedona, North Central Arizona's cultural wellness hub, surrounded by beautiful red rock formations, swirling centers of energy known as vortexes. Among its many art-related activities, Sedona Plein Air Festival in October, a week of events, including outdoor painting sessions where the public can see landscape painters at work. Sedona Photo Fest in June, series of presentations, techniques, gadgetry. Recent topics included night photography, capturing nature with a smartphone. First Friday in the galleries, events where galleries open their doors to the public for a special exhibit. You have Sedona International Film Festival in February, featuring independent films, and then Red Rocks Musical Festival, late summer celebration of classical music. This is a really cool shop. It's a shopping center there, and they do like dancing and stuff. Authentically fashioned after a traditional Mexican village, the Sedona landmark was originally conceived as an artist community, and today affords visitors the opportunity to view artists, artisans at work, as well as purchase stunning original pieces, from jewelry to paintings to home decorative items. Has tons of restaurants there, just beautiful. Then you have Bisbee, not only a former mining town with a colorful past, but Bisbee, Southeast Arizona, also a thriving art community with a bohemian vibe. They said a lot of hippies grew up there. Some signature events include Blues in Bisbee, September, popular music event benefiting Easter Seals Lake Foundation, and then Return of the Turkey Vultures, March. Welcome home party of migrating turkey vulture, bringing together turkey vulture music, kids, activities, parade, and glan, puppets, skits, stilt walkers, drum circles, and more. All right, and then Tubac, I haven't even heard this one. Franciscan church that is today viewed as a striking example of mission-era architecture. Tumacacori, together with the ruins of Spanish Presidio, impart a historic dimension to the Southern Arizona arts community. It began as an art school and has expanded to encompass galleries and art center for exhibiting works by local artists and staging concerts and film screening. Its most famous festivals include Tubac Festival of the Art, February. Southern Arizona's longest running art festival creates a unique artisans village in the historic village of Tubac. Art walks, spring and fall, featuring open studios and special gallery shows. All right, next. Cities for culture connoisseurs. Arizona's prosperity has greatly enhanced the art scene in the major cities. Here's just a few examples, and for further details, go to resources. Tucson, vibrant hometown of the University of Arizona, not only is where the American Indian, Spanish, Mexican, and Anglo cultures converge, but it also UNESCO City of Gastronomy. Here, visitors can do everything from attending a rodeo to touring century-old Spanish missions to joining in a grassroots All Souls possession. Part art exhibition, part parade that collectively and creatively expresses mourning and loss. Tucson is also where to find colorful street art, beautiful botanical gardens, splendid San Javier Mission, as well as the Arizona History Museum. Next, you have Phoenix, Arizona's capital city, home to various arts organizations, including Arizona's Opera and Ballet Theater of Phoenix. Next. Flagstaff, another college town. Flagstaff has its own symphony orchestra, in addition to being a key recreation area previously discussed. And last but not least, Scottsdale, luxury destination, over 100 art galleries. Scottsdale, also the site of Frank Lloyd Wright's desert home and architectural studio, Taliesin West. Finish reading this section, and now exam. Visitors to Arizona can participate in a check-in challenge that will guide them in exploring which famous attractions. All of them, right? Nope. Route 66, sorry, Route 66. Remember, they can get their list. That's it. Holbrook, Winslow, Flagstaff, Williams, Segaligna, and Blank are all stops along Route 66. Kingman, Sedona, it's Kingman. I think that's the beginning, which also goes through Peach Springs, the gateway to the Grand Canyon. Is that right? What do you guys think?
I think so.
Yep.
Sedona, yep, okay, thank you. Which of these towns are famous for the Wild West Pass? Tombstone, Bisbee, and Oatman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any others?
Was Prescott one of those? Remember it was a 4 or was it 3?
think it was the three for this. I think Prescott
Okay.
was like with Sedona and the others, but you tell
Okay.
me.
Yeah,
What do you guys
Prescott,
think?
Prescott's not one.
Okay.
Okay.
And Sedona's more of a totally different thing. Which
Mhm.
statements is not true about Bisbee? Raucous mining town, artists, enclave, citizens celebrated homecoming, located on Route 66. It's not.
Was it not the turkey vulture thing? What was the turkey vulture? It was
Don't
the
know.
town you just talked about.
Oatman. No, I don't know. What do you guys think? So was it a, I don't think it was a ruckus because remember I said it was a hippie town. So I
But
think
they said it was a ruckus in 1880s.
80s. Okay, so now
Yeah.
it's a hippie town. Got it. Okay.
I think it's the artist.
What do you guys think? Is it on Route 66? Anybody want to go back and look? I'm gonna do a Google real quick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is Bisbee on Route 66? Classic mining town. What towns does 66 go through? Yep, it's not Bisbee. Flagstaff, Williams, Seligma, Winslow, and Kingman. So it's not located on Route 66.
So maybe that's the answer.
But is it an artist enclave? I don't know. Let's see. It's letting us choose more than one.
Oh.
Is Bisbee an artist enclave? Artist, yeah, artist
Yes,
gallery.
it
Yes.
is.
Okay,
It
so I'm just
is.
gonna guess the one for right now. If you visit Tombstone, you might witness a reenactment of the shootout at blank. And if you visit Oatman, you might see its famous donkeys. So I remember that. OK Corral, the shootout, right? And then the donkeys. Donkey. Which of these towns has the rock formations and vortexes? That's Sedona, because I took my daughter there because she's being psycho. And I'm going, I'm an angel, I'm an angel. Trying to give her good vibes through the vortexes. If your clients are interested in viewing the full scope of Arizona Indian art at a widely acclaimed institution, send them to blank, or they can view many fine examples at the trading posts and culture centers of tribal lands and at blank resort. Thinking this one, but you guys tell me. It could be, I don't know. This is a shopping center that has all
The
the
Bird
stuff.
Museum and the talking stick.
Okay, what do you guys think?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
We'll try it. Outside of Scottsdale, your clients may want to visit Tullison West, designed by the architect. Is it Mary E.J.?
Mm.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
It's
Yeah,
Frank
Frank
Lloyd.
Lloyd Wright.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Unique buildings incorporating American Indian design, Hopi Lodge and Lookout Studio by Culture can be found where? I don't know. Where is Hopi Lodge?
The Grand Canyon Historical Village.
Grand Canyon Village? Thank you. The CLIA starts at 3, I think, so I don't know if you want to get on that. If you want, you can go to see if we can check in yet. Yeah. Great, thank you. Grand Canyon Village, is that what everybody agrees to?
Yes.
Okay. Sedona is an artist enclave, bowstring site, fashion Mexican village affording. Okay, that was this one. Remember that. The Hualapai tribe offers cultural performances near Grand Canyon Blank in the west, while nearby at the tribal land, your clients can hike to a stunning waterfall. Skywalk,
Waterfall. Skywalk and waterfall.
perfect. Salt River Pima, Maricopa Indian Community, operates a famous Salt River Blank outside of Phoenix, while further south, the Tahan National runs the Kit Peak National. Salt River
It's
Trail
I think it's the entertainment district and the
And
campus.
Observatory. All right, let's try it. We missed one, but we still passed. Did everybody pass?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Congratulations. Just want to see really quick which one we missed. Ah, it was Prescott. Look at that. Okay. So now we know the Prescott is part of the Wild West. All right. Very good, guys. Submit. Kicks me out. All right. Next, go back in. Let me pull it up. And now we're on chapter 3. Long training. So again, appreciate you guys. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Did everybody pass? Again, want to make sure everybody passes.
Yes.
And now we're going to learn about the wealth in food, wellness, and lodging. Where are we going to put our guests? Okay. Get her done. Environment in Arizona brims with inspiring vistas, wealth of other life-enhancing elements such as savory food, along with swirling centers of restorative energy, aka vortexes, inspiring sunrises, healing waters. Clients' sense of well-being will also be supported by a wide range of imaginative accommodations geared toward restful nights and days of discovery. Itineraries to check out. So again, you save some of these itineraries. Please consult resources for tab itinerary suggestions put together by the Arizona travel experts. They are grouped by theme. So again, I would suggest pulling some of those, maybe posting them with your certificate. Guys, look at these amazing places you can visit. All right, the culinary scene. Who has some foodies in their group? Top trending culinary destination. Arizona has everything going for it. Farm to table freshness, fusion of local traditional flavors, gastronomic innovation. Dining settings range from food trucks to desert terraces to elegant restaurants. Helmed by award-winning chefs, it is even home to one of the 2 U.S. cities to have been recognized by the UNESCO as a city of gastronomy, Tucson. State also has 120 wineries in 3 major flourishing wine regions and numerous craft breweries to entice visitors seeking perfection in a bottle. You have an array of flavors, okay? So the state's rich history has given its legacy of cooking styles, each drawing upon distinct savory flavors. Bum, 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 bum. Don't stop on me now. Okay, so Indian cuisine. Bounty of American Indian eateries truly sets Arizona apart as foodie destination. Corn, beans, squash, referred to as the 3 sisters, staples in this cuisine. Could be a test question. Food enthusiasts should look for lamb, red chilies, chola buds, acorns, and fry bread as well. They will also discover American Indian versions of foods many Americans generally associate with Mexico, tacos and tostadas. Tribal lands to urban centers, American Indian restaurants can be found throughout the state, including several that have received special recognition. To learn more about some of these restaurants, click the map. All right, so here, Hopi Tribe, Hopi Cultural Center, Second Mesa. Has both a hotel and restaurant where visitors can enjoy meals, traditional Hopi recipes such as that name, red chili beans with ground beef. That one, which is corn hominy cooked with pinto beans, and the tostada, which is fry bread topped with refried beans. Okay, you have the Navajo Nation, Hogan Family Restaurant, Tuba City, Navajo, located near the Explore Navajo Interactive Museum and Tuba City Trading Post. This restaurant serves a little of everything, including Navajo-inspired dishes such as mutton stew, Navajo tacos made with fry bread. The View Restaurant, Monument Valley, Navajo, set among the stunning red rock formations of the Monument Valley Navajo Tribal Park. The View Restaurant at the View Hotel has received recognitions for its green chili stew, featured in Esquire's 25 Best Bites to Eat in the U.S. We'll have to check that out. Navajo chefs also prepare red chili pork pozole, mutton stew, and Navajo tacos among the fare. Number 3 is the White Mountain Apache tribe, Cafe Gazoo, White River, White Mountain Apache. Located in the east central Arizona, the White Mountain Apache tribe's high desert is teeming with life, boasting world-class elk hunting, fishing, providing the perfect ingredients for native dishes. Only here will you find Apache trout, one of Arizona's 2 native trout species and the official state fish. Remember that. One great place for sampling the region's fare is Cafe Gazoo. Ancestral knowledge, exciting cooking techniques produce favorites like nadaban, White Mountain Apache cornbread, squash stew, red chili stew, acorn stew, espresso-based drinks, cowboy coffee, I wonder what that is, and more, all prepared in the open kitchen. Never had cowboy coffee. All right, Gila River Community Indian Tribe. Kai Wild Horse Pass, Chandler. Gila River Community, Arizona's only AAA 5-diamond award, Forbes 5-star award-winning restaurants. Kai is where Chef de Cuisine Ryan Swanson creates masterpieces, drawing forth the essence of the Camel, Otham, and Peeposh tribes from locally farmed ingredients such as Ramona's Farm, Tapari beans, and Gavisa mesquite roasted cracked corn. And cracked corn, and I don't care. 60 days of Pima corn. There are also Arizona origin offerings, the Peterson honey, Crow's Dairy goat cheese, and Rune wines. Wow. Okay, and last but not least, Tohon Autumn Nation, Fry Bread House, Phoenix. Have to go there. Look how yummy. Family fun, Fry Bread House is a vital part of Phoenix's American Indian community. Serves tacos, sweet fry bread with a variety of delicious toppings, as well as red chili beef stew, hello, pozole, and much more. All right, sounds yummy, huh, guys? Please review. Oops, I forgot. Again, you have to click on everything. Phoenix, tribal, there we go. All right, so Courtyard Cafe at Heard Museum, Phoenix, multiple tribal influences, considered an essential part of the museum experience as its renowned institution for American Indian art and culture. Dining at the Courtyard Cafe treats visitors to locally sourced ingredients, yielding such dishes as dream catcher salad, tapari bean hummus, and its famous pozole, hominy and meat soup, recently featured in Bon Appetit. All right. Many Arizona towns have long had cultural ties with their southern neighbor, Mexico. Oh, cool. Thank you. Okay. 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 Yeah, I'll take it down in a minute. Mexico, from the festivities surrounding holidays like the Day of the Dead to local cuisine, authentic. You can go take your stuff if you want. You don't have to wait for me. Authentic Mexican restaurants are ubiquitous in Arizona, and the cuisine has made its way onto so many menus. Just take a picture of everything for me if you can, and then thank you. The visitors don't have to look hard to sample it. Sorry, we're checking into our room here. But there are ways to narrow your client's search. More information on the topic can be found again up there on resources. Head to the iconic eatery, El Charro Cafe, legendary birthplace of the chimichanga, nation's oldest Mexican restaurant, continually run by the same family. Located in Tucson, El Charro has been praised by the New York Times and Nation's Restaurant News, which named it one of America's 50 most iconic restaurants. Try a local gem, Silvana Salcido Esperanza, A James Beard award-nominated chef runs the beloved Barrero Cafe in downtown Phoenix, where authenticity permeates the menu with such popular items such as cochinita pibil, chilies en nogada, chef's tableside guacamole. Not only does Chef Silvana garner recognition for creating some of the best Mexican cuisine in the region and nationally, but she also is admired for her support of the arts, demonstrated by the stunning outdoor murals she has sponsored in her neighborhood, including one of her own restaurants. And tequila time, tequila, salsa festivities. Friendly Safford is home to the annual Salsa Fest in September, and more events can be found in Phoenix, Maricopa, and Tucson. And then tequila. Mexico's most celebrated spirit, tequila, has also found a happy home in Arizona. The Salud Lounge in Tucson's JW Marriott Star Pass Resort and Spa. Remember, use your Marriott rates, guys. Serves more than 140 premium tequilas, several infused with fresh ingredients like chilies and pineapple, a variety of Mexican premium liquors. Stop at the La Hacienda by Richard Sandoval at the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess and try the Snake Bite Flight, a tasting of Sotol Mezcal tequila served on a plate with a genuine rattlesnake head and tail. There are also plenty of tequila-friendly festivals to go around. With Cinco de Mayo comes the Agave Heritage Festival at Hotel Congress in Tucson. The fun continues in spring and Phoenix's Taco Festival. All right. And next, Tanque Verde Ranch, located east of downtown Tucson on the edge of Segura National Park. This is an inclusive guest ranch, hosts a popular cowboy cookout on Wednesday nights. Barbecue meal features grilled beef ribs. Hold on, I need to. Chicken, fresh fish served with homemade cornbread, fresh fruit salad, and more, usually followed by dancing. Okay, and next is Bumblebee Ranch. Okay, hold on. Okay, Bumblebee Ranch, about 60 miles north of Phoenix in the town of Mayer. This working guest ranch and horse motel offers a group focused dining experience. Makes a reservation at least a week in advance and then select your group's menu, such as grilled rib, ice steak, chicken or salmon dinner served with a baked potato, corn on the cob, dinner roll, and apple pie. Maybe add a cowboy activity like a 2-hour cattle drive. Next. Finish the reading. All right, array of flavors. Again, we went through that. Oops, sorry. Okay. All right. Did we do this already? Yeah. Okay, so where am I? We do them all? Yeah. Yeah. So what next? Next. You have finished reading. Okay, back to okay. This
We're
one.
on
Sorry.
extraordinary.
Okay. Tucson has earned a place on the culinary stage for focusing locally. It won recognition by UNESCO as a city of gastronomy for being a model economy based on the art, science, and process of eating good food. Local experts specifically credit Tucson's 4,000 years of agricultural history in the region. Confluence of cultures, huge breadth of food-related businesses, cultural celebrations, festivals, activism, and research that exists today. All right, visitors can expect to find nearly every type of international cuisine in Tucson, along with American fare, served both casually and elegantly, particularly noteworthy in the wide variety of settings in which the food is enjoyed, from food trucks to garden patios to historic buildings to restaurants with stunning dessert and mountain views. See resources. Pictures is an example of the Barrio Bread, who won the James Beard Outstanding. Foodie towns. Many of the cities and towns impressive dining checkout resources. You have Phoenix, which includes vegan restaurants, fresh foodie trail, Sedona eateries with legendary food and ambiance, Flagstaff, finding big city culinary elegance, Tempe, foods for all taste buds in the hometown of Arizona, an image taken at Queen Creek Olive Mill. Okay. Next, finish reading this section. Winery. And I need to ask a favor. Can I have somebody else start reading in a little bit? We have an event we're supposed to be at, so I'll keep running the screen, but I may need somebody else to read because I may have to be quiet for a minute.
Okay.
Arizona's amazing assortment of terrain just happens to include areas where soil elevation temperatures are perfect for grape growing. Arizona can now boast it has 3 distinct American viticulture areas. AVA, as the Verde Valley AVA, was designated by the federal government, TTB, late in 2021. Established vineyards are planting more unique white and red grape varieties, or originating from countries like Greece, France, and Italy. All right, these regions are found in the southern, north, and central parts of the state and include Sonite Belgian, reminiscence of Italy's major wine growing zones in Tuscany. Sonite produces Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet, Malbec, Merlot, and more. Wilcox, high above the desert terrain and heat, this area benefits from an average rainfall of 15 to 20 inches and soil rich in the mountain minerals to produce almost 80% of Arizona's wine grapes, as it is to some very progressive wineries run up to the solar power. And last, okay, Verde Valley, 2 hours north of Phoenix, located in the Red Rock countryside and lush canyons of central, sorry, Linda. South Central produces award-winning Arizona wines. Can you just sit this in there? Thank you. And this too, I'll go ahead and run it with my fingers. Thank you. Okay, award-winning wine, volcanic soil, hot days, and cool nights make this region ideal for producing grapes and thicker skins, deeper colors, and more flavors. All right, let me see here. Hold on, let me find my mouse. Oops, it just cut out again. Gosh darn it. Okay, guys, sorry. I don't know why it cut out again. Let me share again. Okay, okay. All right. All right. Did anybody volunteer to help read? Because you guys are so sweet.
I was on mute. I can't.
You can?
Do you
Okay,
want, do you want me to share my screen?
Sure. Well, I don't know. I think I can be okay sharing the screen. I
Okay.
just that way I don't know, because I don't know with the recording unless you guys know.
Okay.
So let's see. Okay, let me
Okay.
move
It's
here.
sharing your files right now.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I'll be right there. Here, now I'm following you. I'm following you. Okay, let me go ahead and give you, sorry. Who's talking so I can give you co-host?
This was Susan.
Susan.
I
Oh,
thought
you're
you gave
already
me,
co-host.
yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
follow you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so
Are
I
we
will
on
stop
the
share.
Arizona?
Yeah,
Go
where
ahead.
were we, guys? We were just on the
Are we on
think
a
we're on
winning
wine
wine
tours.
Should be
scene?
wine doers.
the wineries. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me, it's saying, okay, let me go ahead and share. Oops. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Hold on just a second. Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I hear
Okay,
you and see
thanks.
the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, wine tours, vineyards, wineries, tasting rooms offer group and private tours, many with shuttles from Tucson, Scottsdale, and Sedona. And if your clients would like to devote a whole day to exploring an Arizona wine region, you can direct them to 3 itineraries outlined in our brochure. Savoring Arizona, see the resources. For example, in the Verde Valley, they can start their day in Cottonwood, enjoying a red velvet waffle breakfast, and then kayak along the Verde River to Alcantara vineyards for a wine tasting. And that's just for starters. Each itinerary offers recommendations for wine tastings and activities, cave exploration, and apple picking, in addition to where and what to eat throughout the day and where to stay. Next is Arizona Wine Trail Passport. Arizona boasts more than 120 wineries and tasting rooms across the state. Get started on our interactive tour of Arizona wine country and this mobile passport and earn prizes along the way. See the resources guide. Okay, let me just get my next going. Grape festivals. If taking a turn at grape stomping appeals to your clients, have their trip coincide with one of Arizona's many grape festivals. The Harvest, sorry, my screen is in the way. The Harvest Fest, which is held every July at Sonoita Vineyards, or the annual Great Crush Festival at Arizona Hops and Vines in September. Also, Sonoita are just some of the events where food and music are add to a foot stomping good time. Okay, we are doing flavorful craft beers. Arizona's culinary scene, flavorful craft beers. Microbreweries are extremely popular in Arizona. Your clients will find everything from big, bold flavors to tasty combinations of subtle notes. Tell them to look for their favorite varietal made with prickly pear cactus fruit, the state citrus. From college town bars to legendary saloons, your clients can find something to quench their desires for great taste. For excellent options, send them to Flagstaff at the Lumberyard Brewing and Dark Sky Brewing in Phoenix, Arizona Wilderness Brewing Company, Barnstar Brewing, Greenwood Brewing, and Superstition Meadery. In Tucson and Southern Arizona, Barrio Brewing, Borderlands Brewing, Tombstone Brewing Company, and at Lake Havasu City, Mudshark. And again, see resources for more information, including details on distilleries and cideries. Okay, where do we go next? Okay, time for a quiz. So we have the Courtyard Cafe at Beecher's Food. I'm sorry.
The Herd Museum.
I can't hear you.
The Herd Museum.
The Herd Museum. Okay. Features food inspired by multi-tribal flavors. Its famous poisson was featured in Bon Appetit. Kai, a restaurant and a hotel located on the tribal lands of
The Gila River.
Gila River. Community is a recipient of the AAA 5 Diamond Award and Forbes 5-Star Award. Our Charo Cafe, legendary birthplace of the chimichanga, okay, has been praised by the New York Times and Nation's Restaurant News, which named it one of America's 50 most iconic restaurants. Silvana Salcido Esperanza, a James Beard Award-nominated chef, runs the Barrio Cafe, famous for its authentic Mexican food and colorful mural. Okay, Tucson is recognized by UNESCO as a city of gastro.
Yes.
Okay. And continue. All right. We have finished this section. Are we done? No, we're not done.
The wellness.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't tell which was grayed out or not. Arizona's way toward wellness. A popular wellness destination, Arizona has everything from vortexes and hot springs to retreat centers to great spots for early morning sun salutations throughout the state. A whole vacation can be planned around wellness, but as you'll see, there are many ways to work in a few moments to nourish mind and body as your clients travel about pursuing all sorts of interest. So Arizona's ways toward wellness menu. We have walking through the labyrinth, a wellness activity. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were on the vortexes.
Okay. Yeah, I was just reading this before we clicked over. So top cities for vortexes, perhaps the most famous of Arizona's spas and wellness destinations in Sedona, with its many vortexes, places where the earth seems especially alive with energy believed to be conducive to well-being. But the other areas, like the environs of Lake Havasu City, have their share of them as well, and different surroundings, but just as beautiful. Activities can vary at vortexes, but they usually involve yoga and meditation. Vortexes are also popular sites for weddings, rites of passages, and end-of-life ceremonies. In Sedona, the iconic red rock formations surrounding Sedona in the north central Arizona beckon the wellness-minded with their sheer beauty and the opportunities they afford for hiking, biking, and nature viewing. Those on a spiritual quest will also want to tap into the area's vortexes, which is the Yavi people recognized as the creative force of the Great Mother, and which are spread out over 22 miles. Among the best known vortexes are the Airport Mesa, Cathedral Rock, Bell Rock, and Boynton Canyon. And many believe that the Chapel of the Holy Cross, built into the Red Rock Buttes within the Coconino National Forest, situated on one. Permits are usually required to visit these lands, so your clients may want to arrange a workshop tour with a spiritual guide who will not only make arrangements, but also work with them to leverage the benefits of the best vortex suited for their goals. Some exude an upflow, rejuvenating energy moving in and out of the earth. Others, an inflow, calming energy flowing back into the earth. Round out a wellness day. Sedona takes care of its wellness visitors with an extensive infrastructure of resorts, healthy restaurants, resorts, day spas, and activities, from outdoor recreation to wine tasting to art galleries and shopping, and including day trips to places like the Grand Canyon. So Lake Havasu City. Have your water-loving clients explore Lake Havasu City, located on a large lake formed by the Colorado River. If they are seeking inspiration, rejuvenation, and overall sense of uplift, the city and its environs boast 5 vortexes. Within the one buoyed swim area at Rotary Community Park, offering an aquatic dimension to the experience. Here, white sandy beaches mingle with breathtaking red rock mountains and swaying palm trees for a unique setting. Lake Havasu City in general is a recreation lover's paradise for everything from kayaking to skateboarding to yoga, and the community offers a variety of healing programs connected to the vortex at Rotary Community Park. Wellness retreats and sessions. Practicing yoga and other wellness techniques in beautiful outdoors might be a dream come true for some of your health conscious clients. In Arizona, considered by many yogis as the most spiritual state in the US, you can easily arrange for a multi-day retreat or sessions lasting several hours in beautiful surroundings, or recommend inspiring spots where your clients can practice on their own. Resorts, centers, campsites, and other spaces dedicated to wellness can be found throughout the state, especially in the mountain and desert areas. Following are just a few examples of the many options available. So we'll look under retreat centers. The Blistopia Retreats, located in the resort of Peoria, just north of Phoenix. Blistopia resorts include luxurious accommodations and healthy meals in a serene setting where guests can totally unplug and focus on wellness goals. Among its many offerings are yoga classes, sound baths, meditations, workshops, hiking, hot tubbing, swimming, infrared sauna therapy, day trips to Sidonia's vortexes, or to the Sonoran Desert for yoga, as well as private one-on-one sessions for massage, healing touch therapy, Reiki, past life regression, and more. The retreats, which typically last 2 to 4 days, are often orchestrated around themes like healing, serenity, and celebrating love, or they can be customized for different groups. Retreats and workshops. Gateway Cottage Wellness Center, led by Sidonia's local spiritual instructors by master teachers and shamans from around the world. The center's retreats and workshops offer guests a uniquely personalized experience. Workshops running anywhere from 1 to 5 hours focus on such aspects as breathwork, sound therapy, and shamanic drumming. Initiation from the Red Rocks. Retreats can last from 1 day to an entire week, be customized for individuals and groups, and include spiritual, holistic health, transformative, and couples programs, among others. Okay, yoga on the go. And here, let me go back to that. If your clients can't carve out time for the retreats or workshops, chances are they will be happy to work in a few sun salutations into early morning hike or drive on mountaintop to witness a spectacular sunrise. Here are some recommendations they can try depending on their location. So in Sidonia, an easy hike along the Baldwin Trail Loop in Sidonia offers views of Cathedral Rock, a popular vortex site along the way. In Scottsdale, the moderate 3.6 mile round trip Sunrise Peak Trail at the McDowell Mountains affords a chance to watch the sun illuminate for 4 peaks and Camelback Mountain. In Tucson, hikers can park at the base of Centennial Peak and walk up before the gates open at 7 a.m. Those going by car can take the Cactus Forest Loop at Saguaro National Park, which features a paved 8-mile trail with scenic pullouts. Okay, we're doing hot springs. A natural spa experience can be found in the hot springs of Arizona's wildlands. Your client can stop in at some of these for a few hours, while the other hot spring destinations have campsites where they can stay and sleep under the stars. And then there are the resorts that have been built around these national treasures. Following a few suggestions, always be sure to check conditions with more available and resources. Let's go to Arizona Hot Spring at Lake Mead Recreation Area. This pool is tucked inside of a slot canyon and is reachable via boat ride on the Colorado River or a 2.5-mile hike. A campsite is located nearby. Castle Hot Springs, a luxury resort in the Bradshaw Mountains of North Phoenix that is home to the hottest 120 degrees Fahrenheit non-volcanic natural spring in the world. The first enjoyed by area's Apache and Yavapai people. El Dorado Hot Springs, west of Phoenix. These underground springs offer rustic experiences with several options: public or private soaking zones, tiny clawfoot bathtubs, or stone pools, available by the hour or as part of overnight stay on campgrounds. Then we have spa resorts. Castle Hot Springs was mentioned in the section on hot springs, but if you're looking for an additional high-end accommodations, consider the sampling of a luxury property selected by an official Arizona tourism expert for being the best in the various categories. So meditation, Boulders Resort and Spa in Carefree, Arizona. For desert-inspired treatments, the Ritz-Carlton or Dove Mountain and Marana. Innovative offerings at
Charlie,
Fairmont
hold on.
Scottsdale Princess Wellbeing and Spa in Scottsdale. Iconic Arizona Views Sanctuary Resort and Spa in Paradise Valley. Lux Experience, the Maraval Arizona Resort and Spa in Tucson. And let's see. Let me look. Oh, we're ready for a pop quiz again. Okay, so we have the Vortex, Sedona, Lake Havasu City, Castle Hot Springs, Fairmont, Scottsdale Princess. Let's see.
The red rock formation is the Sedona.
That's what, yeah, that's where I was going with that. Field of energy.
Vortex is a field of healing energy long revered by American Indians.
Okay, there we go. Then let's see.
The Castle Hot Springs is a luxury resort, hottest non-volcanic natural spring in the world.
Right here, okay.
I think.
And then what was Lake Havasu City?
That was the
Was
white
that
sandy
White
beach.
Sandy Beach. And then we're gonna put the luxury spa with the Fairmont
Fairmont.
Scottsdale Princess.
Yep,
Does everyone have these?
yep, got it.
Okay, let's see how we did. Okay, those are all correct. Great job. Okay, let's see here. So we did wellness. So inspiring
I got
accommodation.
it
Oh,
incorrect. Can you repeat it for me, please?
can somebody else read that? Because I don't know how to go back. I don't want to lose where I am.
I didn't hear her. What is she needing?
She's
Okay.
she's missing something. She got something
Yeah,
wrong.
the first one is
Was that the vortex?
Okay, I took a picture of it. The
Okay.
first vortex is a
The
field of
field
healing
of,
field of healing energy.
yes,
Okay, and then the second one is Sedona Red Rock formation.
Yes, yes,
And they have a city is white sandy beach.
Yes.
yes.
Okay, and Castle Hot Springs.
Luxury resort, hottest non-volcanic natural spring in the world.
Okay, okay. And the
And
last
then
one is
the
luxury resort spa.
the princess was the luxury.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, we all set?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to inspiring accommodations. Near each of Arizona's main attractions, there tends to be a wealth of accommodation choices, which span from big name motel hotel motel brands to unique properties with local roots, many geared toward helping guests enjoy the beauty of the land. The section on wellness mentions spas and luxury resorts near hot springs, deserts, and other areas throughout the state, while the previous chapter mentioned lodging options in entertainment complexes on tribal lands. This section will offer an overview of accommodations at the Grand Canyon, including a selection of dude ranches that work with travel agents, both offering guests a special connection with the outdoors. Details, including property recommendation beyond the example provided here, can be found through the links offered in the resources. And we have the Inspiring Accommodations menu. So the Grand Canyon campsites, upscale lodges, and historic inns. So we have the South Rim area. The South Rim of the Grand Canyon is easily accessible from Flagstaff, Williams, and Tusayan, where with their wide array with their wide array of accommodations, including campsites that can help arrange adventure tours, Grand Canyon, Williams, KOA Journey. Some outdoor enthusiasts might prefer camping or staying in a lodge, either within or on the edge of the canyon, to maximize their time at this natural world wonder. Note that these facilities often require 4 months to a year in advance reservation. Grand Canyon did I skip over? Let's see. Okay. North Rim, Grand Canyon campsite. Okay. North Rim, a historic and rustic option in the most isolated North Rim is the Grand Canyon Lodge, where a campground with camper facilities and a general store is also available. Additional campground lodging options and stores are available at the Jacob Lake Inn year-round, approximately 45 miles north outside the entrance to the park. And we have the West Rim. Home to the Skywalk, the West Rim offers such accommodations as the Hualapai Ranch at the Rim or Hualapai Lodge, located on Route 66. An hour from the Rim, a one-day Grand Canyon whitewater raft adventure is available at Hualapai River Runners. Let's see. Havasu Pai and Havasu Falls Campground includes sites for tent camping, plus Grand Canyon Caverns Inn and Havasu Pai Lodge, a later scheduled to open in May 2023. Hikes to the fabulous turquoise, colorful falls across primal terrain, making them challenging but very rewarding in the end. A bucket list activity for many, permits are required. So we're finished with those. Okay.
There's actually more to read in the South Rim.
There is South Rim?
Yeah, and then click next.
Okay. So we have the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I thought I was going ahead of myself when I clicked next instead. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can I get somebody to put the answers to the last test in there, please? The program kicked me out and I just got to the test.
If someone could help her with that. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on. A Grand Canyon Village, a popular place for most tourists to begin their explorations of the Grand Canyon. This village comprises historic hotels, lodges, and campsites for RVs and tents, restaurants, a general store, laundry and shower facilities, a bank with an ATM, and public garage for emergency repair, and it's located at the head of such hiking trails as Bright Angel. Its origin traces back to the completion of the railway from Williams to the South Rim in the early 1900s. So lodging at the South Rim. Today, Grand Canyon National Park operates many of accommodations found in and around the village. Meals at some locations are served only with advance notification, and guests can book some such activities as mule rides into the canyon and rafting tours. Just some of its properties include Phantom Ranch, the only lodging available on the floor of the Grand Canyon, reachable on foot or by mule or raft. Meals require reservations and are served in its cantina. Cabin reservations are available through a lottery system. Next is El Tovar Hotel, a national landmark and a world-class travel destination. It's the crown jewel of historic national park lodges. Its unique architecture incorporates elements of a Swiss chalet and a Norwegian villa. The Bright Angel Lodge, designed by Mary Coulter. The lodge and surrounding cabins are located at the head of Bright Angel Trail, home to a family-friendly eatery and restaurants featuring flavors of the Southwest. The Grand Canyon Railway Hotel, outside of the South Rim in Williams, embodying the luxury of the bygone area. This hotel is in walking distance of the Grand Canyon Railway Station. It includes Wi-Fi, a pool, enticing restaurants, and tour packages that might make for easy planning. Okay. So I was on Dude Ranches after that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So Dude Ranches. Only about 20% of Arizona's land is developed, leaving vast open spaces where visitors can experience the old Western way of life, from horseback riding and cattle drives to gazing up at the stars at night. At its guest ranches, aka Dude Ranches, located throughout the state, many of them originated as family-operated working ranches that go back generations. So, okay, we have dude ranches, cities, boom towns, nature sites in this legend here. The dude ranches today, they typically offer all-inclusive experiences for all ages and the modern amenities to make us stay comfortable, if not downright luxurious. Along with hiking and learning to lasso, guests can often enjoy yoga and spa services, as well as cookouts and gourmet meals. Following are a few examples of dude ranches, many of which work with travel agents, but be sure to check when booking. More information on all sorts of properties is available in resources. Select the green markers to learn about the dude ranches.
Sure.
So number 1 is Stagecoach Trails Guest Ranch. Holds 42 guests and welcomes travelers from around the world in the Mojave Desert of the Northwest Arizona. 1 hour south, 1 hour away from the nearest town, along with participating in ranch activities, guests can try various levels of horseback riding, from easy scenic rides to challenging ones in the mountains, as well as overnight rides. This family fun property is fully wheelchair accessible and includes oversized theme rooms, a frontier lodge, pool and hot tub, and southwestern hula pie dining room with a beautiful courtyard. Number 2, the KL Bar Guest Ranch. holds 25 guests, is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. KL Bar is an authentic, intimate Western dude ranch just over an hour northwest of Phoenix in Wickenburg, Arizona. The ranch is nestled in the foothills of the Bradshaw Mountains on the banks of the Haseyampa River in the spectacular Sonoran Desert. Here, your clients will feel like wranglers as they groom their own horses, saddle up for the morning and afternoon rides, and have a go at cattle penning. Next, we have Bumblebee Ranch, also featured in Arizona's culinary scene under Array of Flavors. The Bumblebee Ranch holds up to 21 house guests plus campers, is just north of Phoenix, and comprises campsites for tents and RVs, as well as a guest house with pool and a cabin a full kitchen and laundry room. Activities include guided trail rides, cattle drives, cowboy meals, which can also be reserved by non-guests. Weddings can also be arranged. Once you know your client's lodging preferences, check to see if the ranch will work with travel agents. Number 4 is Cherry Creek Lodge, which has 8 rooms and suites, serves up an authentic cowboy experience complemented by a warm hospitality and charming rooms on a working ranch with fascinating Old West history. Located in the Tonto National Forest, it welcomes couples, families, and groups. And staff will find plenty to engage guests with all sorts of interest, such as horsemanship, hiking, fishing, archery, shooting, mountain biking, or activities like collecting eggs, picking vegetables, meditating in a labyrinth, bird watching, or stargazing. Family reunions, personalized weddings, and corporate events can be arranged. Check on travel agent partnership for booking. They have just about everything there. Number 5 is the 10K Verde Ranch, also featured in Arizona's culinary scene under Array of Flavors. 10K Verde Ranch holds up to 200 guests, is one of America's top old-time cattle and guest ranches located on 60,000 acres of Tucson's most breathtaking desert landscape, adjacent to the Saguaro National Park. After a day of horseback riding, fishing, and hiking, guests can enjoy plush accommodations, exquisite cuisine, and pampering at La Sonora Spa. Children's activities are included. I'm gonna grab a drink of water real quick. Number 6 is Rancho de la Osa. 40 guests is the most historic of Arizona's ranches, where guests can ride the trails favored by visiting presidents and movie stars throughout the high desert grasslands of the Sonoran. Learn how to sort cattle and explore remnants of the American Indian settlements, the neighboring wildlife refuge. Guests during public spaces and restaurants at the ranch offer relaxation amid the colors and flavors of the Southwest. Do you all want to explore the cities or do we want to move on?
I think it makes you do them all.
It doesn't, yeah, I can cover over it.
Okay, so we have Lake Havasu City, we have Page, there's the Monument Valley, Painted Desert, the Grand Canyon, we have Flagstaff, Sedonia, Prescott, Phoenix, Tucson, Tombstone, and Bisbee. Okay. So off the beaten track recommendations. We would be remiss not to remind you of Arizona's array of unusual accommodation options. So the Grand Canyon Caverns and Seligman, Arizona's dry subterranean lodging courtesy of Mother Nature. We also have the Kitt Peak National Observatory in Tucson. Staying in the dormitory here allows for the ultimate in stargazing. The Shady Dell. In Bisbee, a hipster-approved trailers done up in colorful 1940 and 1950s kitsch. Canyon Motel and Railroad RV Park in Williams. Here your clients can bunk in one of the two suited sized 1929 Santa Fe Railroad cabooses. Wigwam Motel in Holbrook comprises 15 pointed roof lodgings, each graced by a beautifully restored classic car parked in front, located on Route 66. And the Rum Line Vineyard and Lavender Farm in Wilcox, a unique farm stay experience in chic cuisinette huts. As always, consult resources for links dedicated to a more complete roster of choices. Okay, we are done with that section. Well, I guess we're ready for our final exam. Is everybody on this page?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, anybody not on this page? Okay, question number 1, what Arizona stand out as a foodie destination? Select all that apply. Definitely a city recognized by UNESCO as City of Gastronomy. Anyone else want to guess a couple others?
Where is she?
We are on question number 1. We're on the final exam.
Bounty of Mexican restaurants.
About
I
Mexican
think it's all of
restaurants.
them.
It's
Is it
all,
I think all of them.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay, we will choose all of them then. It says a blank is a great place to sample Southwest outdoor cooking and try a line dancing and go on a cattle drive. Probably a dude ranch. Yeah.
Dude Ranch.
3 staples or sisters of American Indian cuisine are select all that apply.
beans?
Beans,
Corn,
and squash.
Yes, I
Yep.
agree.
And beans? Was it beans?
Yeah,
Beans,
squash,
corn,
corn,
and
and squash.
You're welcome.
I'm hungry.
I know, right? I know we were going through all that food and I was like, okay, I'm ready for my plate. Throughout the year, visitors to Arizona can find festivals dedicated to grape and wine, salsa, tequila, amongst other types of foods. This is true.
Yeah.
One way to learn about Arizona's nearly blank wineries and tasting rooms is through Arizona Wine Trail Passport. Did anyone remember how many wineries?
120.
120.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dang. Sounds like California, huh?
I know, right? 2 great places to experience Arizona's vortexes are blank, where a large concentration of them can be found among the red rock formations, and blank, where vortexes detected around the water. I would definitely,
Yep.
yeah, Sedona, because that's the red rock area. Some offerings at Arizona's famous wellness retreat centers include yoga classes, sound bath, meditation, workshops, hiking, hot tubbing, swimming, infrared sauna therapy, breath work, Reiki, shamanic drumming, and excursions to vortexes.
True.
Yes. And then we have Arizona has a wide variety of accommodations choices, including a well-known hotel and resort chains, as well as other kind of lodgings.
All of the above?
All of the,
Required.
yeah, all of the above.
All of the above.
Okay. Just sometimes they throw in something crazy and you will just want to make sure. Okay. Grand Canyon Village, a popular starting point for visitors wishing to explore its namesake attraction, offers restaurants, a bank, shower, laundry facilities, along with what types of accommodations? Grand Canyon Village. Was Bright Angel in the Grand Canyon Village?
I don't remember.
I think it's the start of the trail there is the Bright Angel.
Is in Williams. Is that where the Grand Canyon Village is?
Campsite and RV tents.
I would think. Are there RVs and campsites in the village? If there's shower and laundry facilities, I would think so.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Saying that makes sense. Saying that.
So what about lodges such as Bright Angel? Can somebody check on that?
Let me Google.
Okay.
Oh, Google.
Yeah. Let's Google Grand Canyon Village, Bright Angel. And someone else check El
Grand
Tovar.
Canyon Village accommodations.
What are they?
Bright Angel.
Okay. Is El Tovar in there?
Bright Angel, Squire, El Tovar. I would say, I would probably say Dude Ranches too, right? But let me look.
Is that coming up though?
No, hold on.
I'm also gonna.
Are there Dude Ranches at Grand Canyon Village? Phantom Ranch.
Yes, there's Dude
So
Ranch.
there is. Okay. So we're gonna check
All
all.
right,
Is everyone
Angel.
in agreement?
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay.
All of them.
All right. Phantom Ranch has cabins on the floor of the Grand Canyon. I believe that. I know there was one. Was that what that was called? Phantom Ranch.
Let's try it.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay. Reservations at places like Phantom Ranch and Bright Angel Lodge should be made
up to a year.
I think up to a year in advance. Yeah.
Oh, I need to take a picture.
Okay, last question. Arizona's Dude Ranches offer a wide variety of activities for guests. What might these include?
I don't think yoga.
Not yoga?
Well, that
yoga
yeah,
it?
one of them did.
Okay.
Learning techniques, horseback
All of them?
riding, cookouts. Maybe, yeah. Fishing?
Yes, it did. It did say fishing.
Okay.
Put the yoga and spa services.
Okay. Is everyone ready
Try
for
it.
me to click submit? Oh, we missed
91.
one.
This one,
91.
let's see which one we missed.
Okay.
I think it's the one where we picked them all.
Okay, we got 1 and 2 correct. We got 3 correct. 4 is good. 5 is good. 6 is good. 7 is good. 8 is good. Oh, 9.
It was that one.
Oh, no Dude Ranches in the
No
Grand
Dude
Canyon
Ranch.
Village.
Oh, no,
Got it.
there was, okay.
Yeah.
Yay! Well, at least
That's
we
okay.
passed.
We
Wait,
did.
Yay!
Okay, I'm
All
gonna
right. So
submit
hopefully you
this.
guys all got your, then it kicks us out again, of course.
Yes.
But check your emails and stuff, guys. Again, congratulations. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. So
You're welcome.
again, congratulations. Post your certificates. Go to resources. Thank you, Susan. Make sure you post your certificate. Go to resources. Get the itineraries and stuff. Things to do. Again, focus on singles, on families, on groups, whatever. But let people know, hey guys, I'm now a specialist with Arizona. Look at these amazing places you can go and see. I can help you with that, right? So again, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Again, I'll be traveling tomorrow. We're gonna get almost done with Princess, and then we're doing Canada on Saturday.
Yay!
Saturday, I think I'll be actually at the airport, so it'll be a little quieter. But again, appreciate you guys. As we say, keep learning. Teamwork makes the dream work. As we say, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So let me know of other things. We're working on our June calendar. I am stopping the Thursdays only because next month I got an event, so I'm kind of busy Monday through Friday, but I am going to do Friday and Saturdays. But for the first 2-3 weeks, I'll be only doing Saturdays. So it's going to be a short month, but we'll get back to things in July. All right. So have a great, isn't it Memorial Weekend this weekend? So
Yes.
be safe, everybody. Having a wonderful and safe holiday.
Thank you for taking the
Still stay
time.
plugged in. Let's help each other. If you guys have anything you want to learn about that's not on our group calendar and stuff that we haven't done. And as you guys know, we try to do things every year. So I think Carnival is one we need to redo. Marriott is one we need to redo. So keep us updated, stay learning. And again, as we say, if we don't see at the beaches of the world, we'll see at the bank. Hope to see your guys' certificates on social media. Mwah. Love you guys. And
Enjoy your
we're
cruise.
gonna go check into our room.
Thank you, Marty.
Thank you. Thank
Have
you,
fun.
guys. I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys. Bye.
Bye.
A long one, huh? This is crazy.